thought that Horace Dunwich would honest. Dunwich was a good, about 50 years old, unmarried, and he lived with whoever his health. He was usually very well and happy, except for attacks of a fever in summer. He made locks and was successful enough at business to have to help us. Yes, Horace Dunley was good and respectable, but not completely honest. 15 years ago, Horace served his first and only sentence in a prison library. He loved rare, expensive books, so he robbed a safe every year. Each year he planned carefully just what he would do. He stole enough to last for 12 months and secretly bought the books he loved through an agent. Now, walking in the bright July sunshine, he felt sure that this year's robbery was going to be as successful as all the others. For 2 weeks, he had been studying the outside shoot over Grand, looking at its rooms, its electric wiring, its paths, and its garden. This afternoon, the two servants who remained in the grange while the family was in London had gone to the movies. Horace saw them go, and he felt happy in spite of a little tackle of hay fever in his noise. He came out from behind the garden wall, his tools carefully packed in a bag on his back. There were about 15,000 pounds worth of jewels in the grand safe. If he sold them one by one, he expected to get at least 5,000, enough to make him happy for another year. There were three very interesting books coming up for sale in the Ottomani. Now he would get the money he wanted to buy them. He had seen the housekeeper hang the key to the kitchen door on a hook. Outside, he put on a pair of gloves, took the key, and opened the door. He was always careful not to leave any fingerprints. A small dog was lying in the kitchen. It stirred, made a noise, and moved its tail in a friendly way. All right, Sherry, Horace said as he passed. All you had to do to keep dogs quiet was to call them by their right names and show them love. The safe was in the drawing room behind a rather poor planting. Horace wondered for a moment whether he should collect pictures instead of books, but they took up too much room. In a small houses, books were better. There was a great bowl of flowers on the table, and Horace felt his noise taken. He gave a little sneeze and then put down his bag. He carefully arranged his tools. He had 4 hours before the servants turned. Servants returned. The safe was not going to be hard to open. After all, he had lived with locks and safes all his life. The burglar alarm was poorly buried. He went into the hall to cut its wire. He came back and sneezed loudly as the smell of the flowers came to him again. How foolish people are when they own valuable things. Horace thought a magazine article had described this house, giving a of thought plan of all the rooms and a picture of his room. The writer had even mentioned that the planting had a shape, but Horace found that the flowers were hindering him in his work. He buried his face in his hand. He perceived, then he heard a voice say from the doorway. What is this? What is it? A cold or hay fear? Before he could think, Horace said, "Hey, fever," and found himself sneezing again. The voice, the voice went on. You can cure it with a special treatment. You know, if you find out just what plant gives you the disease, I think you'd better see a doctor if you are serious about your work. I heard you from the top of the house just now, and it was a quite kindly voice, but one with firmness in it. A woman was standing in the doorway, and Sherry was rubbing against her. She was young, quite pretty, and was dressed in red. She walked to the fireplace and straightened the ornaments there. Down, Sherry, she said anyone would think I'd been away for a month. She smiled at Horace and went on. However, I came back just in time, though I didn't expect to meet her, but glad. Horace had some hope because she seemed to be amused at meeting him. He might avoid trouble if he treated her the right way. He replied, I didn't expect to meet one of the family. She nodded. I see what an inconvenient convention it is for you to meet me. What are you going to do? Horace said, my first thought was to run. Of course, you could do that, but I would telephone the police and tell. them all about you. They'd get you at once.